everyone, and welcome back. An Eye on Health now, a topic that's always on top of mind for parents, right? Bullying, whether it's protecting your child from being a victim or making sure that your child isn't a bully, it is so important, especially as the technology landscape is always changing. And here to talk to us about the signs and long-term effects of bullying, we have pediatrician at St. Mary's Medical Center, Dr. Shannon Fox-Levine. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday to talk about this important topic. Let's begin with the common signs, right, doctor? What are the common signs that a child may be experiencing bullying?
Right. So I think the first important thing to understand is what is bullying. So bullying is going to be that repetitive, aggressive, unwanted behavior that is from one child to another when there is a power differential. So this child has some type of power over the other. And most of the time, they're going to then use this power, whether it be physical strength or whether it be popularity or even that knowledge of something embarrassing for the other child to control the child. So again, repetitive in nature. So we're not talking about, kids being kids on the, playground. We're talking about something that is happening chronically over time. And the reason this could even be an issue is the long-term effects of this. And so why parents are going to need to watch for it is because it is truly an adverse childhood experience, which we know adverse childhood experiences have poor outcomes in adulthood for not only mental illness, but also physical illness, diabetes, heart problems. So for your child at home, you want to watch for those signs. Physical signs, if they're coming home from school and they have bruises, marks on them, they can't really explain chronically, you're going to want to ask about that. If they are coming home with damaged possessions or missing possessions, or if they just don't want to go to school, if they suddenly become fearful of school, fearful of social settings, or if they're not doing as well academically, not wanting to go to school. With that, chronic type of condition, you're going to potentially have headaches and stomach aches. So physical findings may be also something that'll be going to be a little red flag for parents.
Absolutely. And what's concerning here is that bullying has evolved over the years, right? Can you break that down of just the prevalence of online bullying, the cyberbullying?
Yes. So, technology is great for many reasons, but for many reasons also, it's really damaging our children and adolescents. And cyberbullying, when you think about our children, the brain development, and really not being able to fully understand their actions and consequences of actions until they're young adults. Late teens, early 20s, that prefrontal lobe develops, that executive functioning, ability to make better choices based on past experiences. So when you think of cyberbullying, what is happening? Well, for one, it's persistent. Access to the internet, 24/7. You
always
can always get
phones, tablets.
There all the time. So we need to limit that. As parents, we need to have that, those guards in place so they don't have that persistent contact with the internet. It's permanent, and that's what kids don't understand.
Once it's there online, it's so hard to delete.
They're damaging their reputation. It's that online reputation that they're damaging, and that needs to be explained. But again, they're kids, they're teenagers. They're not going to fully understand that. So parents need to have some guards in place for that. And then the trickiest part, the third and probably hardest for all of us, and admittedly so, even myself as a parent, is it is under our nose. We don't really understand what they're doing on the internet. I think most parents watching this right now are saying, yes, you're right. We don't really understand. We don't understand the apps they use. We don't understand the access.
Out there, there's just new apps popping up. I mean, we talk about it on the news. Sometimes I have to research it.
Yes.
It's just a brand new app that I never heard of. Just one last thing as we end this conversation, just another strategy that you recommend to parents for caregivers as well. Any other advice that you want to give?
So we know that adverse childhood experiences can be countered with positive childhood experiences. Positive childhood experiences can outweigh those long-term effects. And what does that mean? That means talking with your child, teaching them how to talk to you, how to communicate their emotions, how to discuss things that are happening to them, being supportive, spending time with them, putting down your own phone and spending that quality time, even if it's just 5 minutes, to check in with them to see how they're doing. And also encouraging them to speak up for themselves. You know, see something, say something. We even know that those who witness bullying can also have long-term consequences of witnessing it.
Right. Just not keep it inside.
Exactly.
Share it.
Teach them this, to give them that positive encouragement to be able to, you know, be in society and be resilient to the effects that potentially, you know, would otherwise harm them with bullying.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shannon Fox-Levine with St. Mary's Medical Center. We'll be right back.